Hey everybody! Starting our new Resident Evil playthrough series where I'm going to play through all of the mainline Resident Evil entries. This is a terrible, terrible idea. Anyway, let me turn on the captions real quick. Okay, they should be on now. So we're going to start our whole Resident Evil journey. Foley plays Resident Evil with the original Resident Evil on the PlayStation 1 or the Sega Saturn or the PC and so on, what it came out for. It came out in 1996. Which is 27 years ago. I would have been 11. And I should not have been playing this game when I was 11, but here we are. Hang on, let me shrink. So we're going to be playing the director's cut version on the PS5, and the reason for that is I can't find the original release, the PSX one. On the PlayStation 5 catalog, it's only the director's cut. Ooh, that's loud. Let me drop that down for you guys. I'll keep it the same loudness for me. Yeah, so the game PlayStation Plus catalog, it's only the director's cut. On the PS3 and PSN, PS Vita store, it's also Resident Evil. It's also only the director's cut. And on Steam, doesn't exist. GOG doesn't exist, Amazon, nope, so on and so forth. So it's actually really difficult to get your hands on the original version, not the director's cut, not the DualShock version and so on of Resident Evil, unless you're willing to go down the emulation route and so on, and I have not had time to set that up. So we might play the original at some point, if I can get a PlayStation with a HDMI cable. Wink, wink, wink. Definitely not pirating it. Oh. Skip. Being smart. That's definitely not on brand for me. Skip. Okay, it was going into attract mode there. I gotta be a bit faster on this. Okay, so anyway, we're gonna play the director's cut. The director's cut added a couple of things to the game. The most notable of which is that it has these different difficulty levels, which the original game did not have. We're gonna play on standard. Resident Evil. There are a bunch of other updates and changes that were made for the director's cut, which I'll point out as we get to them. Actually, I wanted to add a little border there. Since we're playing in 4:3, I thought, hey, why don't I take advantage of this whole thing and put some little art there and not just black. Although, to be fair, it would make the file smaller, but here we are. Anyway, so original Resident Evil, you could play as STARS, Raccoon Police Department, Chris Redfield, or as Jill Valentine. We're going to play as Jill first. We're going to play as both eventually. But I'm going to play as Jill first because I haven't played this game in a very long time. And Jill is a little easier than Chris. $1998, July. Jesus, I remember the fucking... just the rhythm of that typewriter? It's embedded in my soul, I think.
Alpha Team is flying around the forest zone situated in northwest Raccoon City, where we're searching for the helicopter of our compatriots Bravo Team, who disappeared during the middle of our mission. No, I haven't found it.
Fuck off, Wesker. I haven't found it yet.
Bizarre murder cases have recently occurred in Raccoon City. There are outlandish reports of families being attacked by a group of about 10 people. Victims were apparently eaten.
Victims were apparently
Bravo
eaten. That's
team
not
went
what
to
you,
the
that's not what you
hideout
want to hear.
and disappeared.
Look, Chris!
I don't know why Chris has to be on lookout. Everybody else could look too, but whatever. Okay, get ready for the world's best acting. This is the greatest acting Capcom could afford in 1996.
It was Bravo Team's helicopter. Nobody was in it. But strangely, most of the equipment was still there.
Albert Wesker.
However, we soon discovered why.
Wearing sunglasses in a night mission. Chris not pleased about something. Goddamn angry dogs.
Hey! Come here!
Very angry dog. What you find? A gun. Oh, good. And a hand. And the hand is not attached to anything else. Mmm, delicious. Joseph!
Joseph!
Pew pew. There's fucking Barry's gun. Holy shit.
No! Don't go!
Brad, you piece of shit. You abandoned us. This one dog is proving to be a real struggle for everybody. As you'll find in the game, they go down pretty fast.
Jill, run for that house!
Aight. Nobody else run for that house, though. Look at that JPEG. Chris Redfield. Pew pew. Jill Valentine. It's the fucking Tekken announcer. Sounds incredible. Barry Bird.
Rebecca Chambers.
Who notably was not in that lineup at the beginning. Albert Wesker, motherfucker. Resident Evil. That's an intro. You don't get intros like that anymore. They have escaped into the mansion where they thought it was safe. Yet. Uppercase ellipses, I guess.
What is this?
Wow.
What a mansion.
Mansion.
Captain Wesker, where's Chris?
Good question.
Stop it. Don't open that door.
But Chris is...
What is it?
Maybe it's Chris. Now, Jill, can you go?
I'm going with you. Chris is our old partner, you know.
Fuck off, Wesker, you go.
Okay, let me handle this.
But what are you handling? He's handling nothing. He's staying in
Stay
here.
alert.
Aight.
A dining room.
No shit, Barry. Alright, we have control. So some things that were changed for the director's cut. Resident Evil is tank controls, the original Resident Evil. And what do tank controls mean? For our younger viewers who may not have ever been subjected to tank controls basically means when I press up on the D-pad, the character moves up. When I press back, they move back. It does not matter what angle the camera is at or anything like that. It doesn't matter how much they've rotated. If I press up, they'll go forward. Right? That's what that means. And they swivel on the spot. So you can't move in diagonals, basically. What you're probably more familiar with these days is what's called camera relative movement, is that when you press the analog stick left, that no matter what way the character is moving, they will go left. That didn't exist yet. Quaternion math had not made its way into video games at this point. Anyway, so that's what we're doing. The director's cut, or more specifically the DualShock version, just added tank controls to the analog stick instead. It's a little weird. It means the characters end up moving like snakes. In my opinion, it's a little difficult to get right. So I'm not going to use it. But it's there. Okay, what else do we have? Okay, what is on our person? We have a knife. This doesn't seem to be enough for this mission. And that will indeed prove to be the case. Ow. Hang on, get a good wind up on it this time. Stab. Okay. And we got a gun. Gotta remember the buttons now, because triangle is cancel, which is very strange. Beretta M92FS. I don't know what the FS means. Automatic, loaded with 9mm bullets. What do you think the FS is? The M is probably military. So military 92. Don't know what the FS means. I was gonna think it's like full, but it's full slide, full something? I don't know. Anyway. Pew. Pew. And we got a first aid spray. I can heal any wound with this. Can you read that? It says medicinal spray, and then the rest of it, I don't know. You can set your watch to this fucking grandfather clock. Okay, and we got our map. Mansion, first floor. All right, here's where we go. We've been in the main hall, and we've got this dining room. That's where we're at. And Jill is fine. Indeed. Okay, let's see what Barry's been up to. Can we see anything about the table? Dinner utensils. Okay. There's nothing inside. Picture of beautiful scenery. If you say so, it all looks fairly muddy to me. So I've put, we're using the PS5 emulator, so I have put a couple of the emulator features on.
What is this?
Hang on, we'll wait for Barry to figure what this
What
is.
is it?
Blood.
Oh, you figured it out. Good job, Barry.
Jill, see if you can find any other clues. I'll be examining this.
It's blood, Barry. What else do you need to
Hope this is
test?
not Chris's blood.
It's a lot. If it is, it's a lot of his blood. What's Barry doing? Barry is investigating something. Okay. So, step 1, pick up stuff. Will you take the emblem? I will. So the later Resident Evil's inventory management didn't become a big deal. Although that's kind of come back with the remakes. Although, to be fair, they were remaking the inventory management, I suppose. Alright, what's the deal with this emblem? There's a scratch. Someone may have used it. I don't see any scratches. Do you see any scratches? Every time. Got this grandfather clock. Shut up! You are very loud. Dusty looking grandfather clock. Dusty looking. It's dusty looking. Does that mean it's dusty or what? Gives the impression that it's dusty? A picture of a woman. Alright. So as I said, the PS5 emulator has a couple of very small features to it. So this is one of them, is that you can rewind. So you can go back. This is like a feature of a lot of emulators, is that you can go back to very small save states, basically. I'll go back to where we were at the start. One of the other things is the visual presentation. So I've picked Retro Classic, which adds scan lines to the image. And what that does is, if we don't... Okay, I'll take the scan lines off so you can see what it actually looks like. It doesn't look great, in my opinion. The models are very smooth, which you would expect since it's a 3D image, but things that are actually active in the environment, like this grandfather clock, for instance, is also smoothed out, because it's an actual 3D model, whereas the background, as you can tell, is heavily pixelated, because it's not an actual thing. You know, it's just a picture. Barry is similarly like that, so I don't like that presentation, to be honest. And so I'm going to go with what the game was kind of assumed to be looking like. You can see like a lot of modern games. Sorry, a lot of ports of retro games don't take this into account. And everything looks very smooth in comparison, and not really what it looked like. So it's a reminder that these games were originally designed to be run off CRT monitors. CRT monitors have things called scan lines, and what scan lines did was it kind of smoothed out the pixels. You couldn't really tell a lot of the time. And developers absolutely knew this, and they definitely took advantage of it. So things that would look heavily pixelated if you didn't have the scan lines actually get smoothed out really nice. It doesn't seem so bad. Now, it's a bit heavy on the scan lines. The scan lines wouldn't have been so obvious on an actual CRT monitor. But I think it does a good enough job. It hides the really sharp edges of pixels, in my opinion. Anyway, let's move on. Obviously, if you haven't determined right now, this is not a speedrun of the game. I will be taking my time and investigating everything. This is, if anything, it's a showcase of the game. Okay, so if we want to further along the story, we have to do this. So let's do this. Spoilers for, or not spoilers, but be, be ready for the scariest fucking thing in 1996. Is the game a bit quiet? Push it up a bit. Oops. That's gonna happen a lot. Right, put our gun on. Okay, he's dead. Cool. That was the scariest thing in the game. Not quite. There is actually one thing that is a little scarier. He's Kenneth from the Stars Bravo team. Now, he's become a mere shadow of his former self. Sorry, Kenny. Will you take the clip? Yes. Will you take the second clip that the game has? Sneaky. Very sneaky. Will you take another clip? Yes. And another one? No. Okay. Yeah, there's two clips hiding there on that corpse. Anyway. Also, you can't reload outside of the menu. I'm pressing all the buttons except the shoot button. You also can't move when you shoot, which was a staple of Resident Evil all the way up to Resident Evil 4. You weren't able to shoot and move at the same time. So if you want to reload your gun, you have to do it from the menu. Okay, let's go back to Barry and inform him I have found a zomboid. Hey, Baz.
Barry?
What you doing, Barry?
What is it?
It's a zomber.
Yeah, it's a monster!
Let me take care of this.
Okay. Nice. Splash.
What is it?
Kenneth was killed too. Maybe by this creature. Anyway, let's report this to Wesker.
All right. The head nod of aye. All right, let's go back to Westridge. Hey, Wesker, some shit's happening. I hope he's still there. Maybe he came in to investigate the bullet. Gunshot?
Wesker!
He's gone.
Help me look for him, Jill. And don't leave this hall for the time being.
Okay. Aight. Once again, aight. Maybe he's upstairs. Now this kind of like visual design of showing the staircase, showing the opening door and so on. Obviously, loading. They were loading screens for the main game or for the original release. Nowadays, they are not. They're not loading screens and can be skipped, but I leave them in because, again, the game was designed primarily with this in mind. Okay, so here's the upper floor, or the second floor if you're American. This would be the first floor if you were European. Maybe? Hang on, wait, is it just Ireland and England that say there's a ground floor and then there's a first floor? I know Japan followed the same layout as the US in that the ground floor is the first floor. There's no concept of a ground floor.
Find anything, Jill?
Nope.
Nothing.
Didn't find shit.
What is this all about? I can't figure it out at all.
Beats me, too.
Now it's Wesker's time to disappear. I don't know what's going on.
Well, it can't be helped.
Can't it?
Let's search for him separately. I'll check the dining room again.
There's nothing in there though, Barry.
Okay.
Why don't you
I'll
check
try
somewhere
the door
else?
on the opposite side.
This mansion is gigantic. We could get into trouble if we get lost. We should start from the first floor, okay? And Jill.
Yes.
Here's a lockpick.
Okay.
It might be handy if you, the master of unlocking, take it with you.
The master of unlocking. Thanks.
Thanks.
Maybe I'll need it.
Maybe I'll need it.
Okay, Barry. Don't do anything suspicious now, okay?
Listen, if something happens, let's meet up in this hall.
Okay. Why? What could happen, Barry?
This time I'll be there.
Okay, Barry has disappeared. Alright, our lockpick. I forget now if this counts as an item, or is it just... I think it's just we have it. Don't ask questions. So Jill gets a lockpick. Chris does not get a lockpick, which means he has to go find the actual keys for things. Whereas Jill can just open some items, or some doors and locks and stuff. Not everything. Like the story critical doors. You still need to find the keys for them. There's a typewriter here. Just hanging out in the main hall. Kind of a weird place to put it, probably. There's also an ink ribbon, which we're not going to take because it's going to fill up our inventory. But that is how you save the game. There was no autosave back in the day, kids. You had to make sure to save your game. Okay. And while we do have the emulator where we can save state, I'm not going to do that, at least for this playthrough. Nothing unusual. What about this picture? A beautiful oil painting. Okay, I guess the one on the other side isn't a beautiful oil painting. What about this statue? A woman drawing water. You see. What about this one? A picture of beautiful scenery. No. Okay, that's hard to see. Alright, so there's a little staircase. Why is there a little staircase? Hey, what's that in the bowl on the statue? Can we get it? Again, the game doesn't tell you that you can move things in the environment. You just sort of have to figure it out. It's a map of first floor. Will you take it? Yeah, fuck. Of course I will. You got the map of first floor. Nice. Alright. Now we have the full map and we can see that indeed Barry was not lying. This mansion is quite large. Okay, we gotta figure out our way around. It seems like there's more of this room we can check out. So where's that? Looks like it's behind this dresser. Okay. Uh-huh. I'm sure you're not alive. So, another thing that the original game, the original version had that the director's cut added is auto-aim. So, the original game didn't have auto-aim, but if I hold the aim button, Jill will swivel to target this enemy, which tells me he's alive. But I'm not close enough to hit him. Fucking die. God damn it. On the other hand, he could just kick his head off. Well, he took a lot more damage than I was expecting him to. Will you take the ink ribbon? No. It's gonna fill up too much inventory space. Is that all that's here? Yeah, looks like it. No, it's gonna take up too much space and we don't need it. Alright. It's funny, in the remake, they do something a little different, and since we're going to play the remake, I'm not going to tell you what it is, but they do something different for that section, which is interesting. Okay, let's reload. Because we're about to enter a fairly infamous hallway. So again, Chris would have to find the key to get through this door, whereas Jill does not. She can just get through here by herself. This is a fairly infamous hallway. People who've played the game already know what's about to happen. Jesus. Since when did they get so hearty? There he goes. You took a while to die. So yeah, fairly infamous Resident Evil hallway. Obviously the first time you play the game, you don't know that's gonna happen. It scares the shit out of you, and obviously while you're waiting to not have the shit scared out of you, the dog jumps on you. Isn't there an item under those? I may have pushed it the wrong direction. Hang on. Let me turn around here. So if you exit and come back in, item placements reset. But the dog stays dead. These are the... This is what... Look, so my assumption is the dogs that jump through this window are the dogs who were trying to get at you at the beginning of the game. Is there no item there? Okay. Could have sworn there was. Maybe it's in the remake. Oh, wait. It might be that one, actually. Running a bit low on ammo. So, yeah, this is why am I taking my time between those shots. It's mostly that the dogs move erratically, and when they hunch down, they're actually a little bit outside of your range. Or outside of your aim. So what I found is once they growl and they do this kind of yelp and then they start running at you, that's when you shoot them. There's definitely ammo under these. Right, there it is. Right, there we go. Some more ammunition. Why is there a random Beretta clip just under that? I don't know. Again, don't ask questions. The having to jump into the menu to reload games was taken away in Resident Evil 2. Or not taken away, you could still do it, but you could also reload in-game. This shot, this particular camera angle shot is kept in the remake, and it's really good because it shows off how just the massive improvement they made on the character models. Shit's locked. Carving of armor. Okay, so that needs the armor key, which we don't have. We actually don't have any keys right now. Okay. It's a small bathroom. There's even a reflection in the mirror. Now, I just want you to think how difficult this is because the image we're looking at of the actual bathroom, of the room itself, is just a flat image. You know, it's not a 3D element, which you can see when you take the scan lines away. So being able to, like, crop the reflection so that it only appears in the reflection is really impressive. Anyway, what else is in this room? Bathtub, huh? No. Toilet? Nothing useful. Toilets are very useful, Jill. Have you know? Nothing useful. Okay, I think there's something in here for Chris, but I don't think there's anything in here for Jill. Towel? Okay, so this room is, I think, useless for Jill. Again, they do something different for the remake. I'm going to keep pointing these out. Mostly because I'm still deciding whether the next game we play after this will be the remake of this or Resident Evil 2. But it might be the remake because I can't find Resident Evil 2 anywhere. And I'll have to figure out a solution for that at some point. Where are we? Okay. Alright, let's go in here. This is a weird room. Just a perfectly square room. Kinda odd. Okay. Weird choice. This is a slightly nicer room. A nice fireplace. A tapestry. Nothing unusual. It's kind of weird looking tapestry. Okay. If you say so, Jill. Got some cups knocked over. Fruit bowl's been knocked over. Fucking shotgun on the wall. We'll take care of that in a second. An urn with a beautiful picture on it. Nothing unusual. Alright, let's take this fucking shit. Will you take the shoddy? Yes, I will. Yoink. Huh. That was weird. Okay. Can't inspect those ones. Let's have a look at our shotgun. Remington M870 pump action shotgun. Hang on, let's get closer. Alright. Right, anyway, let's go back to this weirdly square room. I'm sure nothing strange is going to happen. Oh no, something strange happened! Uh-oh. Let's get back out of here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What's the crouch button? Pew pew. Oh no, what will I do? I think I messed up, guys.
Hey, what's going on?
Barry?
Is that you, Jill? What happened?
Barry, help me, please. The door won't open. Quick!
Stay away from the door, Jill. I'm gonna kick this door down.
Okay. Fucking Barry Burton right there.
Hurry! This way!
Through the open door. Obviously, it will demolish the door as well.
Barry!
Good job, Barry.
That was too close. You were almost a Jill sandwich.
There it is.
You're right.
The Jill
Barry,
sandwich
thanks
line.
for saving my life. But Barry, didn't you say you're going back to the dining room to do some research?
You sure did.
Why on earth are you here?
Good question.
I just had something I wanted to check.
Don't ask
Now,
questions, Jill.
let's get back to searching for the lost captain and Chris, shall we?
Yeah, why don't we stay together like an actual military team? Yeah? No? Okay.
Thank you, Barry.
Yeah.
Thanks, Barry, for saving me from this ridiculous cartoon trap. Anyway, so if you're playing as Chris, Barry won't help you, or more specifically, Barry is not around to help you. So if you take the shotgun, don't deal with the trap. Chris dies. I think he's dead. Okay, he's dead too. Okay. Again, where the fuck are we? Okay, we've been in the weird square room. Can't get back in there. Okay, if we take this right, I think it puts us in the save room. Let's do that. We've unlocked it. That door is locked from the opposite side, so if you come at it from that angle, you won't be able to get in. Motherfucker. He's not dead. So the way you tell if they're dead, it mightn't come across on the stream because it's very dark, but there is a blood pool that appears underneath them when they die. So if that's not there, they're still alive. Okay, herbs. Again, again, they became a mainstay of the series. That's how you heal without the first aid spray. First aid spray is a complete heal, 100% health, whereas the green herbs are small amounts. The hell is this? Will you take the chemical? Sure. Not sure why I'm taking it, but yeah, I'll take it. Gardening tools. Nothing useful. Okay. Yep, that sound effect's ingrained in my brain as well. Hey, there's some clips in the thing already, which I think only Jill gets. Anyway, we're going to put away the combat knife, because we're never going to use it. I'm going to put away the first aid spray, because if I'm doing things right, I shouldn't need it. Put away the green herb, just in case. And I think we'll keep the chemical for now. I'm trying to think when we'll ever get back to the room that needs... Put it away for now. Okay. And we'll save, because we haven't saved yet. It's an old typewriter. If I had any... Ah, shit. We also don't have an ink ribbon. Could have sworn this one had an ink ribbon beside it, because a lot of them do. Okay, we don't have one. Well, we'll have to ignore it then. Alright. We'll continue without it. It's fine. Hopefully I won't die. Okay, you know what? I did say I wasn't going to use this, but on the off chance that we do happen to die, I don't want to lose our entire stream progress. We're only relying on that for death, though. Till I get to an actual one. Okay, so do we want to go upstairs? We can go upstairs, or we can keep going in this area. I think we'll stay downstairs for now. I'm just trying to remember where everything is, honestly. I think we'll swap to the shotgun. It's locked. Carving of a helmet. Okay. That needs a helmet key to get through. Ah, the art gallery. Okay, cool. It's fine. I think I'm sort of remembering where we are. The picture is entitled From Cradle to Grave. Okay, so you can probably hear the crows. There they are. This is a puzzle room and somewhat of a trap room as well. A picture of a tired, middle-aged man. There's a switch below. Will you push it? No. So the clue, the very first painting we looked at was From Cradle to Grave. So what we want is youngest to oldest. A picture of a newborn baby. There's the switch below. Will you push it? Now, there's also a picture of like probably a middle-aged woman there as well, but whatever. Essentially, if you run, I think if you run, the crows attack you. But also, if you get the puzzle wrong, the crows attack you. A picture of a young man. There's a switch. Will you push it? Now, I think that is next, but I just want to confirm what the rest of them are. Picture of an infant. Okay, no, this one's next. Picture of an infant. Picture of a lively boy. This is probably next. I think these were added for the director's cut. I think they added additional pictures. A picture of a bold-looking old man, Santa Claus. There's a switch beneath. Will you push it? No. I think they added infant and boy to this puzzle. Picture of a young man. Push it. Yes. Middle-aged. Picture of a retired middle-aged man. Me. It's a picture of myself. There's almost every stage of my life for Resident Evil here. I guess I missed out on newborn and infant, but the rest of them I would have been around for, and I will be around for Santa Claus when I enter Santa Claus mode. The beard is getting white. You know, I have white here in the middle. It's still dark on the sides, but you know, I'm getting there. White on my head as well. Full on Santa when I'm older. Will you push it? Yes. All right, that should do it. The picture is entitled "The End of Life." There's a switch. Will you push it? Why does the music go nuts? I don't know. Alright, we got Starcrest. And now the crows should leave us alone. Because we solved the puzzle. I don't know how they... Well, I mean, crows are smart, I guess. Maybe they smart enough to know when you have and haven't solved the puzzle. Also, why are there just crows in the art gallery? I don't know. How'd they get in? I don't know. Okay. Some of the stuff we picked up. Alright, we picked up a star crest. A carving of the star. Okay. Carving of the star. Okay, it doesn't say anything about the back. And what are these chemicals? A chemical to kill the weeds. So weed killer, herbicide. Sure, that works too. Okay, we are close enough to where the star crest is actually required, so I'm just going to put it in. Giggity. Because it will free up an inventory space for us. Okay. Here's the... Oh, shit. No, not the shotgun for these guys. Forgot they were here. Okay. Really running low on the handgun ammo. I'm not exactly planning to kill every single enemy in the game, but I kind of sort of am planning to kill every enemy in the game. When the sun sets in the west and the moon rises in the east, stars will begin to appear in the sky and wind will blow towards the ground. Then the gate of new life will open. So this is locked. It's locked. So we need 4 crests. We have one of them. The game doesn't ask you where they go. It just automatically puts them in the correct position. But yeah, that is essentially our goal for the first part of the game, is to find the rest of those crests. Okay, so that completes the west wing, the east wing. At least for rooms we can actually get into. One room requires a helmet key, and the other room requires the armor key, and the room all the way at the top requires all the crests. There's also... Oh, yeah, there's also those rooms at the back of the main hall, which we haven't gone into. Should probably do that. Do I want to do that now, or will we do it on the way back? We might do it on the way back and go upstairs now. So I am trying to do all this from memory. I don't have a guide or anything. That might change as the game goes on, but right now I don't have a guide. So I'm trying to just remember what to do. I believe there are some friends waiting for us on the stairs as well. There's one. Now the shotgun, if I do it right, is an instant decapitation. Oh, he's close. He's a lot closer than I thought he was. Nice. That worked. Oh yeah, we can't reload. All right, second floor. We don't have a map, and to be perfectly honest, I don't remember where the map is. So we can try some of these rooms. I'm pretty sure both of these are locked. Shit's locked. Carving of armor. And there's another armor key. That's 2 so far. I think I remember where the armor key is. Ooh, this one is open. Don't remember what this room is. Legitimately do not know what this room is. Wood is put in the stove. A paper is on the wall. Oh, I need the lighter. Yeah, that's where the second floor map is. I do remember this now. There's a herb. What's our inventory like? Yeah, you can take it. Will you take the green herb? Yes. I don't think this changes. Some items, when you examine them, change name. Like the herbicide. It's a local herb. No. Okay. Didn't think they did. Okay, what about you? Are you open? No. It's locked. Carving of a helmet. Okay, so we've got 2 and 2 for armor and helmet. I actually have, on my keyring, I have one of the keys. It was like a promotional thing. Hang on, I'll get big for it. So I actually have one of them. It's the sword key, which is pretty cool. Jill never gets the sword key, as far as I'm aware. I think it's a Chris only item. But anyway, I don't know. I liked it. I thought it was fun. You can get all of them, but it was part of one of those subscription box giveaway things. So I didn't have a choice of which one to get. If I had a choice, I would have gotten the armor key. Or the shield key, maybe. Actually, no. Thinking about it now, if I had a choice, I still would have got the sword key. The doorknob's broken. Not going in there, so... Although I think that's a... You need to enter from the other side. Yeah. I think that's a door that you need to be entered from the other side. This should take us to the main corridor of the second floor. You unlocked it. Blah. Now, as you might imagine, there's no chance of them getting up after you decapitate them, so we don't have to worry about that. Alright, where's this room? There's a room behind us. There's a room behind us, and then there's a room around the corner, there's another room around the corner, and then we're back out to the main hall. So let's try the room behind us first, since it's closest. No enemies. Okay. So this is the door, or the room. The other door is broken. The handle is gone or something. We can't open it. It is well arranged. There's a book on the table. A botany book about medicinal herbs. As you may know, there are many plants that have medicinal effects. Since ancient times, humans have been healing wounds and diseases using various plants. True. In this book, we're going to sample 3 herbs that grow around the Raccoon Mountains and give their outlines as examples of those plants with medical properties. So this is kind of the crux of why Umbrella is stationed in Raccoon City. It's pretty much because of these herbs. Each herb has different colors and different effects as medical plants. The green one recovers physical strength. The blue one neutralizes natural toxins, while the red herb does not have any effect by itself. The red herb is only effective when it is mixed with other herbs. For example, if you mix this herb with the herbs that recover physical strength, the recovery effect will be tripled. By adjusting the amount and experimenting with these 3 herbs, you can create various kinds of medicines, but I'll leave the details in your hands, because that's the best way to acquire true knowledge. So this is telling you, if you mix a green and red herb, you'll pretty much get the effect of a first aid spray. You unlocked it. Okay. So now we can get back that way if we want to. This room is largely pointless, I think. It's just for that book. And potentially a shortcut, I guess, if you wanted to get back to the main hall, but I don't think it's important. It's locked. Armor. That's 3 armors so far. I can hear a zombie. Okay, I don't want to use any more shotgun ammo if I can avoid it. No, he's still alive. Okay, I think he's dead now. Okay, you can... There's sort of a way to tell. It's locked. Armor, that's 4 armor keys. We really gotta find the armor key. Barry?
Barry!
Jill, what's going on? Any clues?
No, but something's
Some
wrong
clues.
with this
We found a
house.
crest and stuff.
Whoa, this hall is dangerous. Maybe it's better to secure our escape route first. There must be a back door somewhere.
Which we found.
Let's try to find it first, shall we?
Okay, let's separate again.
Just a
No.
moment. I found something.
What is it?
It's a weapon. It's really powerful, especially against living things. Better take it with you.
What weapon is really
how
powerful
about
against
you, Barry?
unliving things?
I have this.
Yes. Can I
Thank
have
you.
this?
I'll take this then.
Alright, we got some grenade rounds. You got acid rounds. For a weapon we don't have yet. See ya. Bye. Alright then. Okay. Alright, we're back to the main hall. There is a door at the end of the hallway, and there's a door on the opposite side. Okay, I guess we'll take the door at the end of the hallway. Why is the music on all weird? What did I do to you, video game? Spots of blood are here and there. That's a little worrying. You know what? That's a little too worrying. Alright, Crow Boys are back. Oh! A dead guy. Huh. Think he's okay? Well, I got his gun. Will you take the bazooka? Yeah, sure. It's Forrest. He's been pecked to death by crows. Uh-oh. Now they're looking to do the same thing to me. Fuck you, crows. Okay. So, again, there's some changes. So there are actually 2 routes in Resident Evil 1. Or not 2 routes. Like 2 variations, kind of both Jill's... definitely Jill's playthrough. I'm not too sure about Chris. I typically only really play as Jill, because it's easier. But depending on what direction you go in... Wait. Doesn't Forrest have the helmet key? Fuck. I think Forrest has the armor key. I have to check him again. Anyway, depending on what direction you go in, you can go directly to Forrest as Jill. Like, we could have, instead of gone through the door that had the map on it and fought the dogs in the hallway, we can go straight upstairs and go to Forrest, get the bazooka really early. If you do that, Barry comes with you. And I think Forrest also actually wakes up in zombie mode. But if you then try to get the shotgun, Barry won't save you. So, depends which gun do you want first, pretty much. Could have sworn he had the helmet key. Or not the helmet key, the armor key. Okay. I don't know where the armor key is, so. As I was thinking, hey, we should probably get the armor key. See, I'm thinking in the back of my head, we are actually going to get it pretty soon. But no, we're not. I don't know where it is. Well, I don't know. We still might. But yeah, I don't know where it is. What's down the end of this? Nothing? Okay. Let's try this out. Well, let's check it first. Bazooka. Explosive rounds are loaded. Pew. Oh, wait. That missed. Pew. Okay. Okay. Rather annoyingly, at least in this game, they changed it again in Resident Evil 2. You can't change what's loaded into the gun. You have to effectively use up whatever ammo's in it already before you can load in a different type of ammunition. But it's pretty much instant death for zombies, so we got that going for us. Anyway, as you can tell, it's pretty powerful ammunition. I'd rather not waste it. Oh, hey, what's up? Okay, that should do it. Nope, never mind. Alright, that should do it. Okay. I couldn't see the blood, so it's like, I'll risk it. I'll just walk on him and see what happens. Okay, why am I pushing this? There is a gap in the railing here, is why I'm pushing it. That was loud. Okay, how much ammo do I have left on this? 6 shots. Alright, keep that in mind, kids. 6 shots left. Alright, where am I? There's a staircase down and there's 2 doors. Okay. Let's just get rid of him. Go away. Okay. I'm not actually sure if the guy at my feet is dead. He is. Good. We're running low on ammo, though. Not great. Okay, so we got 2 doors here. Shit's locked. Helmet. Is there more helmet? A numerical keypad. You don't know the pass number, so just get fucked, basically. You're not going in there. Alright, downstairs. That banister is vibrating for some strange reason at the top of the screen. Can you guys see it? Doesn't look like it's coming through on the stream. It is. It's vibrating for me. Okay, go back downstairs. Nice. Ugh. 2 of you. running a bit low on all ammo at the moment. Not ideal. But this is a save room. Vitamins and serums. Something on the bed. Ink ribbon, there it is. Okay, now we can save properly. Actually, let's clean up our inventory first and then we'll save. So what do we need? Can put you away. Take out. I just realized there's 2 clips in here that I even remarked on and everything and didn't take them out. Let me take both of you out. Could probably put the acid rounds away for now, because we're not really going to need them anytime soon. Okay. Okay, that frees up a bit more space. Let me swap to that as well. You can save your progress with this. Will you use an ink ribbon? Yes. So I did briefly play yesterday just to make sure everything ran properly. That's all that save is. Okay, that's sorted. Practically everywhere you find a typewriter, almost everywhere, you'll find an inventory box. So there's no real reason for us to carry the ink ribbon around with us. Okay. We've gone back downstairs, so we should have a proper map. So there's one door around the corner. Oh, and then there's another door at the end of the hall. Trying to remember where all these places are, to be honest. Okay, I still don't fucking remember where the armor key is. This is really annoying me. Shotgun. No. Handgun. I could swear I was never this starved for ammunition the first time. Not the first time. I think the first time playing this, I was also equally starved for ammunition. But I could have sworn we had more ammo. What do you think? Son of a bitch. Alright, that's done. I don't think they fall down and get up twice. I've never seen that happen. Alright, this door I think is locked. It's locked. Carving of armor. More. Really gotta find that key. Zombies. It's a little too close to us. He's not dead. Now he's dead. Ammo? Alright, it's enough to kill another one. Come on. I know you're not dead. Get up. Just like, come on, get up. I think that'll do it. I think this is the Tiger Bust room, which is a very strange room in the mansion. It's like, why is this here? This is a very strange thing to have just in a small room. It's like a shrine to a tiger, basically. It reads, some tigers have red eyes, and some have a blue eye. Which is a clue for a puzzle that we haven't encountered yet, really. Or more specifically, that is a puzzle, and it's a clue to the solution. Let me see what's around the corner. If I'm right, this is where there is a bunch of weeds we can use the herbicide on. If I'm in the right room. The correct room, rather. What's this room? Okay, so there's a bunch of weeds. We can't see, they're off screen at the moment. An old pump. Water seems to be sent from here. The lid is open. We drop this in, turns the water red. We've added a bunch of herbicide to it. Kills those plants. And would you look at that, there's a key. Wonder if it's the key we need. Stuck. There's also some herbs there we'll pick up in a second. That's a key, alright. Will you take the mansion key? Yes, I will. Which key is it, though? It's the armor key. And it changes name to be known as the armor key. I always like that. You know, if you actually take the time to investigate things, you get a bit more information. Okay. So you got 2 green herbs there. I don't think in the original Resident Evil you could directly mix green herbs. They added that in 2. I don't think it was part of 1. I don't remember, to be honest. Okay. We will need the emblem, so let's go back and get it. This room needed armor, right? Let's go back and get the emblem key first. Or not the emblem key. Let's go back and get the emblem itself first. We'll need that soon. Okay, you can swap places. That. Okay, that frees up another slot. Okay, yeah, we'll need the wooden emblem for a puzzle coming up. So let's check this room. Where are we again? Yeah, so this room around the corner needed, or had. Pretty sure it was for an armor key. But I don't remember what's in it, so this might be a mistake. Use the armor key. Oh wait, I think I do know what this room is. Yeah, this is the room that has the broken shotgun in it, so we don't actually need this room. Okay, clip. Anything else? No. Alright, you can see there's a broken shotgun. That is to essentially get the real shotgun, or the not broken shotgun, without Barry. Desk is locked. You use the lockpick. Use the lockpick. Shotty shells. Very nice. Will you take the shells? Sure will. Okay. Inventory space is at a bit of a premium now. Anyway, if you wanted to get the shotgun as either Chris or as Jill without Barry's help, you'd need the broken shotgun, and you effectively just swap them. Take the shotgun you want and replace it with the broken shotgun. That disarms the trap. You have to do that with Chris, whereas Jill can enlist Barry's help, and he will do it for you. He will rescue you. Unlocked it. Again, I think this is another door where it's locked from the opposite side. Oh, zombies. Okay. So, this is the room we were in right at the beginning. Forest Corpse is still here. Okay. We're gonna go into the dining room again. Actually, no, we're not. Well, I mean, we are, but we're going to turn around immediately and go and leave because I don't have any free slots. That sucks. Anyway, we're going to go down here. The door at the end is locked. It's locked from the inside, so we need to come at that from a different angle. You've used the lockpick. Once again, Chris would not be able to get in here. He would need help. This is the lounge, I think. So there's a piano there. Be important in a second. Although I think I need sheet music, so I'm not sure if you can just play it without the sheet music. So we'll find out. Find grand piano. Yeah, fuck, he needs sheet music. Okay, I don't know where the sheet music is, so this might take a second. Unless it's here. Ah, nice. It's here. You can't carry any more shit. Fuck. Alright. Gonna have to eat that herb. Now we can carry the sheet music. That sucks, but yeah, that's kind of the only real way around it. Music notes. The title is Moonlight Sonata. I really, really like that piece of music. And it may or may not be because I was introduced to it by Resident Evil. Fine grand piano. Okay. Use. It's Moonlight Sonata. And would you know it, Jill is actually a bit of a prodigy. Unfortunately, they don't get into the really darker parts of that song. Anyway. Moonlight Sonata appears in some other Resident Evil adjacent games. Ghostwire Tokyo, I think, had a bit as well, because it's from a developer who worked on the game. So you might recognize where we are. On the other side of this glass is where the weeds we killed and the armor key is. And there's an emblem that looks a lot like the emblem we already have. Will you take the gold emblem? Yes. Oh no, we're trapped. Funny, we couldn't just break this glass. Or we could just use, it's the hollow that an emblem was in. We could just use the other emblem. Freedom. Right, that's all that is. If you come in here without the wooden emblem, you can just put the gold emblem back. The door opens again. But hey, if putting the wooden emblem there was fine, do you think we could put the gold emblem where we found the wooden emblem originally? You might be onto something there, kids. I wonder what'll happen when we do this. Oof. There's a scratch. Someone may have used it. Oh my. So that you could, when we don't have the scan lines on, you can tell that that clock is an actual item that moves in the environment. A blue jewel, a bluel, if you will. Okay, so what was behind the grandfather clock? A key. You take the mansion key. A shield key. Carving of shield. We have not come across a single door that requires a shield. Bit concerning. Does the blue jewel say anything? It's a shining beautiful... Sorry, it's shining beautifully. Yeah, it doesn't say what kind of jewel it is. Okay, we do need to free up some space, so let's go use the blue jewel. So, go back like 5 minutes. The tiger room, blue and red eye. Well, we've got a blue eye at least. Gotta figure out where the red eye is. You take the windy crest? Yes, I will. How does it know to turn back around? I don't know. Anyway, there is, of course, a red version of that as well, but we won't be finding that for quite some time. In fact, every door that we've come across so far that said helmet key, we won't be seeing the interior of those for a good while. What's wrong with the director's cut? I always thought it was supposed to be the best version. The director's cut by itself, great. The director's cut dual shock version, garbage. The director's cut by itself adds a great number of good improvements, namely, it adds an arrange mode, which is like a harder difficulty. It adds an easier difficulty. It has auto aim. It changes a couple of the scenarios to make them a little more fun and so on. But the DualShock version has all of that, plus DualShock control, but then also fucked up the music. Absolutely destroyed the music. So it is considered to be one of the worst versions. The music sounds correct to me though, so I'm thinking... Did they take out the terrible music? Don't know. Okay, we have too much shit, so... I might go back and offload... Because I'm still pretty sure this is the closest inventory box. Are those artificial scan lines? Yes, they are. This is from the PS5 emulation mode, and it has a couple of different options. Default plays it as is. Modern, I think, kind of saturates the image a little bit, and then Retro Classic puts the scan lines on. And in my opinion, it looks better with the scan lines on. Okay. Yeah, I forgot what I was doing. Going back here, we're going to put the wind crest away because we're not going to need it for a while. Basically, we're not going to need the wind crest until we have the two that we're missing. So I'm just going to put it away. The shield key, I don't remember where the door is. We haven't come across it yet, so it must be on the bottom floor somewhere. Wind crest, get you away. Okay. And we'll save. Might as well save. We've done enough since then. I am using the ink ribbon save system. Obviously, since this is emulated, you can just save your state without having to actually go through this whole thing. But I don't know, I prefer to do it this way. Actual memory cards, kids. We had to have external memory cards to put into the console to actually save our game. There was no internal memory to save the game to. Those were the days. Then you wouldn't be able to save too much to one memory card, so you'd get the third-party memory cards that were like, we have so much space on our memory cards, and then they just fucking break. They just break halfway through Final Fantasy VII. Memory card error. Not corrupted data or anything, just memory card error. Every game. Wouldn't work. The absolute rage. Low capacity PS1 memory cards, a single megabyte. That's all they could do. One, Jesus, how much would that cost you now just to get something that has literally a single megabyte? Like, it would cost so much to just make something like that. Everything is in gigabytes at least now, and it's finding something that's in one brackets 1 megabyte. Alright, we're back to the main hall. Let's do a little Easter egg here. Hey, what if you're like, you know what? I'm tired of this mansion. I'm just going home. I don't want to be here anymore. Oh. Oh, right. The dogs. Yeah. Forgot about them. Anyway. Okay. One place we haven't been yet is through this door. I'm stuck. Yeah, we haven't been through here at all. So let's try that. You have used the armor key. Well, we wouldn't have been able to get through anyway, so there's that. Okay. This room looks vaguely familiar to me, so I'm taking the shotgun out because I think there's some bullshit happening here. An objet d'art. Another reflection. Very impressive. Ammo. Sounds good. We've been running low on it for a while. Anything in this corner that's being obscured? No. Anything in here? Various things. Various things. Got it. Yep. There you are. Delicious. Instant headshots are always fun. The desk is locked, but you're playing as Jill, so you don't have to care. Shotgun shells? Shotgun shells. Remember this room. I think I remember this room because that guy got me. That's why I remember it. Okay, we're back up to full ammo. We're going to swap back to the handgun, so we're not using the good stuff. Okay, I think this just leads us into the secret, not the secret room, but it's the room where the secret stuff is. Maybe. Hey, buddy. And he's dead. Ink ribbon. Yeah, ink ribbon. We don't need any more of these. No. Nothing major. Okay. Some herbs. Again, we don't really need them. I think this is just locked. You don't have the key for this room. Yeah, so that's the secret room. If you finish the game on the good ending, which is what we're going for, you'll get a key that lets you into that room, and you can get like unlocks, cheats, stuff like that. I think you get different costumes, and if you manage to finish the game in less than 2 hours or something, 2.5 hours, 3 hours, something like that, fast anyway, you get an infinite rocket launcher, which is a bit ridiculous. Okay. I will just have to remember that there are green herbs here because we don't have space. But that has finished the bottom floor off. Can't get into that room because we don't have the key. The room over on the left. Why couldn't we get into that? We might be able to get into that one. Hang on. I might head back now and check that room. So we need secret door for that one. The one on the left that is a backward C is locked from the opposite side. We won't be seeing it for a very long time. Okay, what is that room on the left? Let me see why we couldn't get in there. So zombies do repopulate after a while. Not every room. Some rooms do. And since I'm not necessarily doing this particularly efficiently, we may run into repopulated zombies. Costume changes were the real goal for me as a kid. I mean, it was a sign that you had made it, right? I had beaten the game. I had done it well. Here's a reward. The infinite rocket launcher makes the game. It's funny, but after a while you're like, this is a little too easy. I'm just annihilating anything that comes across me. But yeah, I think at that point you're like, I'm the greatest at this game, because you would have had to have finished it in extremely fast time to pull it off. It's doable, absolutely doable. If you know what you're doing. You have used the lockpick. Did I just not try this room? I think that's what happened. I just blanked this room. Alright, this must be itchy tasty. This is itchy tasty. Okay. This is like an iconic scene. A scene. We'll get to it in a second. Alright, ammo. Is there anything else? Nothing special. So there's a file here. That is... Oh, we're not going to get to it, because first... First we gotta deal with him. Alright, anyway, back to the file. The Keeper's Diary. May 9th, 1998. At night, we played poker with Scott the guard, Alias, and Steve the researcher. Steve was really lucky, but I think he was cheating. What a scumbag. May 10th, 1998. Today, a high-ranking researcher asked me to take care of a new monster. Looks like a gorilla without any skin. They told me to feed them live food. When I threw in a pig, they were playing with it, tearing off the pig's legs and pulling out the guts before they actually ate it. Lovely. We'll be seeing that enemy in a little bit. May 11, 1998. Around 5 o'clock this morning, Scott came in and woke me up suddenly. He was wearing a protection suit that looks like a spacesuit. He told me to put one on as well. I heard there was an accident in the basement lab. Basement lab? It's the first time we've heard about that. It's no wonder those researchers never rest, even at night. May 12th, 1998. I've been wearing this annoying spacesuit since yesterday. My skin grows musty and feels very itchy. By way of revenge, I didn't feed those dogs today. Now I feel better. May 13, 1998. I went to the medical room because my back is all swollen and feels itchy. They put a big bandage on my back and the doctor told me I did not need to wear the spacesuit anymore. I guess I can sleep well tonight. May 14, 1998. When I woke up this morning, I found another blister on my foot. It was annoying and I ended up dragging my foot as I went to the dog's pen. They have been quiet since morning, which is very unusual. I found that some of them had escaped. I'll be in real trouble if the higher-ups find out. May 15, 1998. Even though I didn't feel well, I decided to go see Nancy. It's my first day off in a long time, but I was stopped by the guard on the way out. They said the company has ordered that no one leave the grounds. Can't even make a phone call. What kind of joke is this? May 16, 1998. I heard a researcher who tried to escape from this mansion was shot last night. My entire body feels burning and itchy at night. When I was scratching the swelling on my arm, a lump of rotten flesh dropped off. What the hell is happening to me? May 19th, 1998. Fever gone but itchy. Hungry and eat doggy food. Itchy, itchy Scott came. Ugly face so killed him. Tasty. Itchy tasty. Itchy tasty. I love that file. It's brilliant. They tried to improve it in the remake, but you're not beating the original. Alright, lots of shoddy shells. So I presume that's meant to be the keeper, presumably. This is his diary, we're in a bedroom. One would assume. Okay, where else can we go? So the room all the way over on the right just has green herbs in it. There's no real reason to go in. The room on the bottom right. No, not the bottom right. The room The room at the very top is the way out, and the room underneath it, I don't remember what's in there. But we'll try upstairs, because there were quite a few locked rooms upstairs. This way. Okay, so we're gonna head upstairs. There were a couple of armor room or armor locked doors up there that we ran into. I'm stuck on the stairs. I know one of them has a pretty interesting puzzle. Don't remember what's in the rest of them though. I know there's a boss fight coming up soon. I just forget which room it's in. Boss fight I'm not especially looking forward to because I never do well on it. And I'm going to swap back to the pistol because we have plenty of ammo in it now. Okay, so we don't have the map for this floor yet. Alright, there's a door to our right. We can try that first. You have used the armor key. I'm really hoping this isn't the boss room, because if it is, we're in trouble. It is. We'll come back there later. I'm not ready for that yet. It's the armor key. Okay. I was thinking we'd get locked into a cutscene, but no, we were able to turn around and leave. Okay, there's a puzzle in this room, which isn't really a puzzle, it's another trap. Basically, you want to cover those grates with these statues. And then you press this button. There's a switch. Will you push it? Yes. Cool. If you push that switch without the statues covering the grates, the room fills with poison gas and you die. Fun. Pressing the button again won't change that. Alright, we got a second or third crest, rather. Okay. So we only got one left. The moon crest, I think. Okay. Where have we not been? There's two on the top floor. Top left. We haven't gone in there yet. And there's a couple on the top right we haven't gone into yet. So let's do that. Okay, we're actually going to take a stop off at the inventory box because we need some space. Okay, we're just going to put the crest in here. Although, we're close enough that we could just put the two crests where they actually belong, but whatever. What else can we put away? We probably don't need all the shotgun ammo right now. Come back for it before the boss. Yeah, that's good enough. We only have one of these rooms. One of these rooms has a code that we don't know, so we can't open it yet. And one of them is either the helmet key or the shield or the sword. Armor. One of them. Some part of a knight's accoutrements. I think Jill can just open the sword key doors anyway. I think it falls under the lockpick category. Whereas Chris does not get a lockpick, so he needs to find the sword key. But Jill does not. You've used the armor key. This is the creepy room of death, I see. Okay, we've got left and right, so let's go right. I think this is the room with all the insects laid out. Entomology. Is it entomology? Study of insects? It seems someone has searched here already. It appears to be a switch. Will you push it? No. Because I forget what it does. I think it moves that, but let me check the rest of the area first. Researcher's will. My dear Alma, the fact that you have received this letter is both a joy and a sadness for me. I could not even talk to you because of that guy in the sunglasses. Guy in the sunglasses? We've met a guy in the sunglasses. Alma, be calm and read this. I think I've told you that I moved to a pharmaceutical company's lab. They headhunted me. Last month there was an accident in the lab and the virus we were studying escaped. All my colleagues who were infected by the virus are dead. To be accurate, they've become the living dead. They still wander around. Some of them are knocking on my room door desperately right now, but there's no sign of intelligence in their eyes. That cursed virus takes away all humanity from the human brain. Love, joy, sorrow, fear, humor, eternally. And Alma, even the memories of the days I spent with you. Yes, I'm infected. I did everything I could, but I could only delay the progress by a few days. The most frightening thing is that I forget more about you by the day, so I chose a peaceful death rather than becoming the living dead. In an hour, I will have entered my eternal sleep. I do hope you'll understand my decision. Goodbye, and forever yours, Martin Crackhorn. Searcher's will has been filed. It's well arranged. Okay, so we got this. I think that gets moved when you press the switch. Okay. Okay. I may have messed this up. Hang on. I think what you need to do is actually move the aquarium, but it's something like it's too heavy while there's water in it. I think that's what happens. It's like if she tries to move it. Yeah, it's too heavy. It's too heavy to move. Water is quite heavy, kids. Very, very heavy. It seems someone has searched here already. It appears to be a switch. Will you push it? Huh? The water has drained. And now we can move it. And then we can go on the other side of this bookcase. We can move that. What's in here? Will you take the explosive rounds? I guess. Kinda didn't really need them, perfectly honest. Alright, that was entirely optional. Which makes sense, because it's a fairly obscure solution to the puzzle. Would you think to press a switch in this display case? Probably not. Oh, this is a creepy room. Ooh, I do need that though. Will he take the lighter? Yes. Pretty creepy. Ah, there's a red herb there as well. Shit. That would be good to have. We we don't have the space for it though. Can't carry anymore. Alright. You can't drop anything in Resident Evil 1. And there's nothing there that can just be used and consumed, so you have to leave it. Resident Evil 0, you can drop stuff. You can just drop it on the ground. Which kind of just broke the whole game. The whole inventory management just became pointless, because you could just drop things whenever you wanted and come back for it later. And the map even tells you where you left it and so on and so forth. So, I don't know. It's kind of felt pointless after that point. Yes, this room. Okay, so we can use the lighter here. Use the lighter here, it will reveal the map. I think. Yep, don't ask questions. Don't ask how that works. It's not important. It's a map of second floor. Will you take it? Sure will. Got the map of the second floor. Okay, good. Now we can see all the places we've missed. Alright, I don't think we can get into the next room. I think it's locked. The room past the boss room. Potentially. All the area in the top left is blocked by a key code that we don't know. So we can't get in there at all. It's locked. Carving of a helmet. Right, so we can't get in there. Alright, where's left? Because we should have been able to discard the armor key by now, so we've missed a door somewhere that needs it. Maybe that one all the way over on the left, possibly. Okay, we have to go back that way anyway, to help nobody. Don't ask questions. Help somebody. So I'm gonna trigger the boss fight because we have to go in that direction anyway. This way.
Richard, what happened?
I fell down. It's fine. Don't worry about me.
Oh, Jill, this house is dangerous.
Yeah, no shit.
Terrible demons. Ouch!
Ouch!
You're wounded. What kind of demon attacked you?
It was a huge snake, and also poisonous.
Venomous. You mean venomous, Richard?
Poisonous? Oh no. Richard, hold on.
It's only poisonous if you eat
There
it,
is
Richard.
serum. Oh no, I should have brought some with me.
No problem. I'll go and get it.
Thanks.
Thanks. I'll lie down here, I guess. I don't think the venom is really the problem right now with Richard, considering the snake bite is so big it has punctured his lungs. Ugh. Alright, weird graphical artifacts there. Anyway, we gotta head back down to the first floor to get that, which means we're going in the direction anyway. Which is this way. So, there is actually a time limit to get back to Richard to save him. It is extremely generous. Like, we are not in any danger of it, to be honest. But it is possible to not save him. It does not affect the story in any way. But if you felt like it, you don't actually have to rescue him. Okay, so it was this door around the corner. I just wanted to check if it is Armor? No. Helmet. Okay. All right. Well, there's another door somewhere that needs the armor key, and I don't know where it is. Okay, so this room is the room that has all the serum in it. To put away the grenade rounds, and we'll put away the lighter because we don't need it at the moment. We'll take the serum. Might take a healing item just in case. There's some there. It's fine. We'll just pick up the ones that are outside the room. Shotgun. Actually, I might use the grenade launcher on the boss. Anyway. Right, serum. Will you take the serum? Yes. And save. Because we're about to fight a boss that I don't... Shit. Don't do that. We're about to fight a boss that I don't do particularly well against. For whatever reason, it always kicks my ass, so... Cool. I used up the ink ribbon, so that's a free slot in our inventory. We got one free slot. We'll use up one to give Richard the anti-serum, which will leave us room to pick up a green herb if we need it. We may not. And then we'll fight the boss and see how that goes. The ink ribbon shortage is the real crisis in Raccoon City. Kinda. They're like gold dust. If all you had to do was just type in your status into an ink ribbon and you could live forever, I think you would find ink ribbons would very quickly be in short supply. Kids, what do you think an ink ribbon is? Let me know. The companies are being stingy with ink and or ribbons, potentially. Luckily, I never had to use a typewriter in my professional life. So I never needed to know what an ink ribbon actually was. Resident Evil taught me anyway, but still, I never needed to know. Hey Rich, you good? You dead yet?
Here's the serum. Richard,
How do I give it to you?
I'll give you a shot now.
Shot? With my syringe I don't have?
Jill, here's my radio. You should keep it.
No.
I'm...
Blah.
No! Richard!
You can't save Richard.
Be careful.
I die. Yeah, you can't save Richard. You used up the anti-serum though, which is kind of annoying because if you are attacked by this venomous snake, not poisonous, venomous snake, you get poisoned. And again, you will need the anti-serum, and the fact that you've wasted it on Richard, who was going to die anyway, it seems. Little annoying. The radio, as you can see, does not occupy a space in your inventory. It takes over what was the blank spot at the top, which is good. It also means it's an item that it's assumed Jill has with her all the time. Like, you can't stow it away in the item boxes. Richard is dead. F's in chat for Richard. Okay, so the boss is in the next room after this one. The handprint walkway, if you will. Yes, it's in what you can probably tell is a very big room. Probably for a very big enemy that is going to enter said room. Okay, radio. I don't think you can use it yet. The battery is still charged, but that's it. I believe the radio just gets used automatically. Oh, you fuck. That was a waste. Whatever, he's dead now. Oops. I probably needed that. Oh well. The shotgun should be enough. Okay. You've used the shield key. This key is useless now. Discard. Yes. So, I completely did not trust the game at all when it said that. This key is completely useless. I was like, no, it can't be completely useless. Surely there'll be another use for it at some point. So I hung on to those keys. And it's like, no, the game is like doing you a favor here to free up an inventory slot for you. It absolutely is, in fact, useless. It's your boy! Hey, what's up? All right. Ah. Shit. Poisoned. God damn it. Shit. I hate this boss. Right, he's done. Sake. I hate this boss so much. I hate him. Okay, that's the last crest, which means we can leave. We are, however, poisoned and on red health, so we are going to die pretty soon if I don't do something about that. Take the shells, yes. Okay, so I purposely left a green herb. Snake hype. I hate the snake so much. It's not even the last time we're going to fight him. We're going to have to fight him again. Ugh.
Am I poisoned?
Sure am.
Give me the serum.
If only we hadn't used it on Richard. Ugh. Hey, somebody rescued us. Yep, Jill does not need to go on a race against time to go collect the serum. Chris would. Again, Chris game? Much harder than Jill's game.
Barry. Barry?
Baz? No sign of the Baz. But he did rescue us. Thanks, Baz. Okay. Do we have anything left to do? We still need the armor key for something. gonna put you away because we don't need you at the moment. Take some shells. See, we could actually right now go to the guard room, or go outside rather. Just wondering, what room have I missed that needs the shield or the armor key? Oh, it's the room all the way over on the right. It's the one I was dismissing because all it has in it is healing items. We can go over and unlock it, and I'm just not going to bother going in. Alright, let's do that. Anyway, Barry rescued us. If Chris becomes poisoned by the snake, he will have to get back to the room to heal himself. Fastest way to get there is this way. Wait, is it the fastest way to get there? Me thinking about it probably isn't helping. Let's go this way. So that snake has a name. I don't think it was given a name until the light gun version of Resident Evil 1 came out, but it's called Yawn, which is honestly a great name for a snake. Well, a great name for anything with a big mouth, I suppose. Okay, there was one room we missed. I actually forgot Barry rescues you. So I was planning on... There's a room down the corridor where that zombie surprised me. There's another room down there. I was ignoring it because I wanted to fight the boss first. And foolishly thought I wouldn't get poisoned. I don't know why, because I always do. It's kind of, I don't know, this is a weirdness of the PS1 Resident Evils, is the boss fights kind of boil down to the two, you and the boss just standing beside each other, and it's just a war of attrition. It's like, do you have enough high-powered ammo and enough healing items to survive the boss? Like, it changed in Resident Evil 4, 5, and 6 because, you know, you actually had movement options, but you just don't move really all that well in tank controls Resident Evil. I think I need the lighter for this room. God damn it. It's something on the table. Okay. Handgun ammo. Take that. Got lots of it now. Okay, so there's something on the table that I couldn't see, but I can see it now. I think it's an ink ribbon. It is? Not yet. Let me find out what else is in this room first. I think you only need the lighter so that you can actually tell there's another room there. A candle. Pretty sure you can light that if you have the lighter. Why can't I go in here? That was weird. I can't see shit. It's too dark. Yeah, you need the lighter. Okay. Right. Go back and get the lighter. So let me pick up the ink ribbon since we're heading back to an item box. The annoyance of early Resident Evil games is on full display here, not knowing you needed an item. I think I'm like far too used to watching speedruns of this game because they're like, yep, go here, pick up this stuff, leave enough spaces here. You only need a handgun for this section and so on. You'd think how many of them I've watched, I'd be like able to remember all of it, but no. Alright, where is the closest item box? There's one downstairs. You go downstairs. Yeah, okay. This way. If we head out here and take the stairs down, there's a save room right there. We're going to have to come back this way anyway. Okay, so take out the lighter. Can we put it away? Put away the ink ribbon because we don't need it. We didn't have any at the time, so put away the ink ribbon. Swap it for the lighter. Where's the lighter? Am I blind? Am I blind? There it is. Okay, I was like, where the fuck's the lighter? That's the only reason I didn't check is because there was a gap. Okay, put you away for now because we'll be coming back to this room. We'll take you then. Yeah, I think we're good. Okay, while we're down here, I'm gonna make a quick... No. It's fine. We have to do it anyway on the way back, so I'll do it then. Like, we could get rid of the armor key now. Just go and unlock that door and ignore it. You don't have to go in. There's nothing in there other than... There's healing items and then a bunch of dogs, which just feels like a net neutral. It's like the dogs are going to damage you and you'll use the healing items in the room to heal yourself. And that'll be the end of this. It's like, what's the point? There was a red herb, actually, I wanted to pick up. What room was that in? It was in this corridor. Let me go get that. Because there aren't many red herbs in the game, so it's good to find as many of them as you can. So one thing that was added in later Resident Evils, particularly in the more modern remakes, is the map will tell you if there's still an item in the room. Like, a lot of the older Resident Evils, you'd be like, I'm missing an item. I know I'm missing an item, but I can't figure out where it is. And it'll be because it was on a desk somewhere and you just didn't see it, or it's something like that. So you'll end up scouring the whole game, be like, where the fuck is this item? I don't know where it is. Whereas the more modern games are like, hey, check this room. There's an item still in it. You might have missed it. Which is nice. It's a much nicer improvement. Not quite as crazy as Resident Evil Zero's one, where they're like, here is literally the item. This is where it is. There's a lot of strange design decisions in RE Zero, to be fair. Which we'll get to. I am going to try to play the games in release order. You mix the herbs, yes. Cool. So now we have a mix of green and red. Green and red is equivalent to a first aid spray. So it's a complete 100% heal. I don't think the original Resident Evil had the option to mix greens together. Don't think you could do that yet. Okay. Now we can light the candles. Candle. Should give us enough light so that when we come in here, we can actually see what's in the room. We did all that effort to get acid rounds. Sigh. I mean, acid rounds are good. They're like the best type of grenade, but still. I was wondering, is it going to be anything important? Because I don't think it could be anything important because we already have enough to leave the mansion. So it couldn't have been something vital to the game. Okay, so we're going to head back to that save room that we were in. We're going to offload as much stuff as we need to. I'm going to grab the 3 crests. This way. I'm going to grab the 3 crests. That way we can put the 3 crests into the door. Then we can leave. And we will be on the second stage of Resident Evil, which is outside the mansion grounds. The mansion grounds and the guardhouse is the next area. And let me tell you, outside fucking sucks. Much like real life, outside. Terrible. Nobody wants to be there. Okay, what are we getting rid of? Get rid of herb mix. Don't need it. Take the crest. Rounds. Don't need them. Take the crest. Lighter. Don't need it at the moment. Take the crest. Grand. That should be enough. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to the 2 rooms so I can get rid of this key. Could I just put it in the inventory? Yeah, I could, but I also want to make sure that I have used it for everything. You know, I don't want to be thinking, is there a door I've missed? So let's very quickly just go back here, unlock this door. We're not going to go into the room because, as I said, it's just a net. It's a wash of a room. It's a room that has health in it, but it'll also take damage when you're in there. So what's the point? Use the armor key. And that's it. That's all it was for. Grant. That was the room we were missing. Cool. Now we can get out of here. So looking at the map, you will notice there are plenty of rooms we haven't been in yet. That is because you come back to the mansion. We will be coming back. This room, I think, must be the helmet key then. Having a helmet. Okay. Because you can't get the helmet key in the mansion. The helmet key is in the guardhouse. We will be coming back to the mansion. Back to this room. We did take out the dog already. So now we can just put in the crests. When the sun sets in the west, the moon rises in the east. Stars will begin to appear in the sky, and wind will blow towards the ground. And the gate of new life will open. So the stars are already there. We just gotta make the rest of it work. Done. And we're out. Wait, no, we're not. Still 1 room left. And then we're out. Nope, 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 nope. Push these stairs. Push them over to the shelf. There's something on the top of the shelf. It's a crank handle. Why are we picking up a crank handle? Trust me, you want to pick this up now, so you're not going, where the fuck is the crank handle later on. But what kind of crank handle is it? It ends in square shape. It's a square crank. Okay. If they felt the need to tell you that it was a square crank, you can bet your ass there's another shaped crank somewhere else. All right, now for really reals, we outie. I hear the telltale sound of claws. Fucker. This is why I hate fighting two dogs at once. That's one down. It's two down. Radio.
This is Brad. Stars Alpha Team.
Brad?
Please respond.
Brad, you fucking abandoned us. What happened?
Is nobody out there?
Brad, this is Jill.
This is Brad. Stars Alpha Team. Bravo Team. It doesn't matter. Anybody, answer me. This is
Brad? Brad!
You suck, Brad. Okay, so Brad abandoned us at the beginning. He's our helicopter pilot, and he fecked off. Which way am I going here? Okay, I think it's a dead end all the way on the left. Or maybe it might be the elevator, actually. Hang on, let's check it. Oh, I can't see a damn thing down here. Yeah, I think it's the elevator. It's a map of garden. Will you take it? You got the map of garden. A winch for the elevator is down. Okay. Alright, as you can see, the garden's a little bit more extensive than you might have thought. There's actually a fair bit to it. We are aiming for the top left. That's the guardhouse. That's where we want to get to. And once we're at the guardhouse, I think I'll probably call it for today. What's our health like? Fine. So you have green fine, yellow fine, and red danger, I believe, are the levels. Alright, so what do we need the crank for? This. Yep, that noise is also deeply ingrained in my soul. Wow, that is dark. Can you guys see anything? That's a black screen. I can't adjust the brightness on this, so apologies. The water is running down the opposite side. Okay, now, for anyone who has never played the game before, once you drop down here, run. Do not stop running, just keep running. Sorry, once you climb up here, run and do not stop running. Snakes! Baby yawns. If you stop, you'll get bit. Basically. If you stop, you'll get bitten, and you're pretty much guaranteed poison as well. I fucking hate dogs. I hate them so much. Yeah, dead. That's annoying. It's time to cheat. Time to cheat. Okay, cheating. It's always okay to cheat, kids. I didn't want to use the fucking emulator thing, but here we are. It's done. I've done it now. The battery's pulled out. Alright, so we're not using that elevator. I believe there's also something in the waterfall area here. Can't get to it at the moment. Okay. I think this is another case of just run. God damn it. Alright. Alright, the guardhouse. We made it. How's our health? We're in caution. Not ideal. Okay, so we need this statue for something. I forget what, but we need it for something. Anything useful here? No. Anything useful here? Blue. I don't really need blue herbs. No. Blue is for poison, which we are not poisoned yet. Yet, he says. Hang on. I've put that in a stupid position. Watch me walk outside now and get eaten by the dogs. Okay. Okay, we need this to be in a position so I can actually push it. Alright, and push it far enough. So you might be able to see it because it's quite dark even on my screen, so it's probably invisible on yours. But there is a hole in the ground here. And we're just gonna put that statue on top of it. Because the guardhouse is home to the next boss. And the next boss is named Plant 42. And it is deep underground. And it has little vines that it likes to slither up between the hole and smack you with. So you gotta cover that hole, otherwise you get grabbed by one of its weird tentacle things, and that's the end of you, basically. Well, not the end of you, but it does damage. And right now, we can't take any damage. Okay, got explosive rounds. Got first aid spray. And something else? Okay, looks like there was something on the bottom, but maybe there isn't. Okay, we're not going to use the first aid spray because it's a bit of a waste. So I should have like a single green herb somewhere. There it is. Might take out 2 just in case it's not a full heal. It's a full heal, we're fine. So Jill has a much easier game than Chris. Like, she has a lot of advantages, like a lockpick, the bazooka. Chris never gets the bazooka. Barry helps you out in a lot of scenarios and stuff like that. But the one thing she doesn't have is Chris has a lot more health than Jill. So he can take a great number of hits more than she can. Okay, I can put those away. Take out the ink ribbon so we can save. Probably put away the crank, because I don't think we need it anymore. I need it. We're not going to need it for a while, at least. Okay, I can save my progress with this. Will you save? Alright, so we made it to the guardhouse, which is part 2, if you like, of Resident Evil OG. There are, like, 5 parts, I suppose, if you want to be very generous. The underground, in my opinion, doesn't really count as a part, it's so short. But you have the mansion, then the guardhouse, then the mansion again, then underground, if you want to count it, and then the last area, which I won't. For people who haven't played it, I'm not going to tell you what it is. But it's a pretty cool area. Anyway, I don't think there's a way to get back to the main menu, so we're just going to stay here in this calming music. And I'm going to call it there for today. Oh, I don't have the banners on this side, on this screen. All right, I'll have to fix that for next time. Anyway, so that was the beginning of Resident Evil Director's Cut for the original PlayStation. We're emulating it on the PS5, and it is also the beginning of my Foley Plays Resident Evil. I'm going to play the whole series, all the mainline entries at least, so all the Resident Evils that have a number after them, and Code Veronica. So we're going to work our way through them. My plan is to play them on their release order, so Resident Evil 1, 2, 3, Code Veronica, 4, Resident Evil Remake, Resident Evil 0, Resident Evil 5, 6, 7, 8. That's the plan. Whether that actually happens, we're going to put in the Resident Evil 2 and 3 remake at some point as well, in that scenario, between 7 and 8, I think. Anyway, that is the plan. I just want to show again this really cool intro that Phil DeGrasse showed to me, because I'm sure some of you missed it, so I'm going to play it again. Pretty great, right? He did some excellent job on that. I kind of gave him a small brief on... I actually gave him a couple of different scenarios to play out, but that was kind of the best one thematically that we could put together, which is Jill cradling me in her arms while she takes on a liquor, and I am super hyped about it. Anyway, so big thanks to Phil for doing that. Phil has also done a lot of art on the channel as well. He's done my avatar. He has done the diner image art that some of you may have seen that usually ends my streams, and yeah, so great job on that, Phil. Really happy with your work. Anyway, we're going to finish that for today. Tomorrow, weekly news recap. We're going to be checking out some of the video game industry news, some of the updates, any new game announcements, any new game releases, and so on. We'll have the channel update as well, so we'll discuss what we're going to be playing next week. Yeah, so drop by for that. That'll be at 3 p.m. my time. There should be a thing at the bottom of the Twitch channel to tell you what time zone I'm on, and so on. Cool. Hopefully I'll see some of you for that. Hopefully I'll see you who come along for the ride for the whole Resident Evil series. Right. I'm gonna head off. Have a good one, everybody. Bye-bye.